Okay, we're at a gas station and the walk-in cooler is running warm, and I have to find out why the walk-in cooler is running warm. So, got my gauges on it now. We got some rain clouds coming through. So I'm trying to hurry up and get this done before too much rain hits us. This is 404. Okay, we have 222 pounds head pressure, 50 pounds suction, and I'm not sure, it's not labeled. I should have labeled this one. It says R22 here. Hurry up a little bit. Looks like we're going to get hit with some more rain. Okay. There's the problem. We have a fan out. And our okay. It's not very hot out today. Oh, there's some thunder. I gotta hurry a little bit. Yeah, it's bound up. I have to pull it out and get another one. I cut the electric wires. I want to turn it back on again. I don't want to leave these wires live, so I'm going to put some tape on it just temporarily. Now I cut the wires over here near the motor because I don't know how long the wires are going to be on the motor I'm going to get. They may be short. They may only reach a foot away from it, and this would be, I would need like 2 foot or 3 foot almost to get in there. And if that's the case, I'll just connect on to them over here. Now let's see if I can get my drill all the way around here. I'm going to get my drill down in that corner over there. Okay, I can turn it back on. The other motor doesn't want to turn now. Look at this. See a fan control on it. How do you like that? Gotta tell them that there's two out now. What I'm going to do is take a movie of it to show it to them rather than have them come up here on the roof. That's not good. We got two motors out. The hot weather yesterday, I'm surprised. When I got here today, this motor over here was turning. That's what kills these compressors, is when that happens. That's why I put a dual pressure control on it here, so that when it does shut off, the pressure rises. The high side function on this the pressure builds up really high, it'll open up and shut the compressor off, save the compressor. Okay. It's really important not to bend these blades when you're working on this like this. put a little oil. Put a little oil on the bolts. It's a little funky. Okay. Little pump should come off okay. Shaft, and what you can do sometimes is this is pretty loose. It's coming off. There we go. It's important to save that carefully. They're real easy to bend these, and if you bend it, it'll like wobble like crazy. So go out of my way to be careful not to bend them. On our bolt here. Paint's stuck on it. I have to use my hammer. I have to pry it apart. Being a dentist, you got to pull a tooth once in a while. Okay, let's see if this cooled off enough to start up. No, it doesn't want to start up. What's going to happen now, without the condenser fan working, the head pressure is going to build up so high that it's going to trip off on the safety here, the head pressure safety. It's set at 350, around thereabouts. Liquid line temperature should start going up in a couple of seconds here. I think the condenser's doing now is just radiating some heat out of it. We're at 301. We're going to see what pressure it trips off at. We're at 312, 313. See, the liquid line temperature is going up. The liquid line's getting warmer. What's happening is this refrigerant's coming back with heat in it, and it's not being given off very well. It's just radiating a little bit. The fans really take the heat out of it, move air over it, take the heat out of it. And that heat is staying in the system and going back downstairs. Should be tripping off pretty soon, I hope. I think it's set around 350, 340. We're at 330. Just tripped off on at 338, and it's set. The setting is about right. That's about 338. Okay, now stay off for a while until the pressure drops on it. But I'm going to just disconnect it and go get the motors. Okay, I got two motors. I got this one put in. I just had to bolt it down, and I have to take this one out and change it. And just I forgot to put the ground wire on. Okay, that's the ground wire. What's important here is these wires will hit the fan blade like that. So what I want to do is pull them together and put a wire tie on it. You don't want to come back in a week and have to do it over again. Okay, the wires go in here. I got to get this panel off over here. Wires. This customer got I was referred to him by a friend of mine that does heating work, and he didn't do refrigeration work, so and I give that friend heating work that I don't do. What's a nice friendly way to do business. contactor. The line comes in the top. Contactor makes contact, and the bottom is energized, and L1 and L2, T1, T2, they go to the compressor, and the fans hook up there too. So the fans and the compressor come on once it's energized, but they hook up on the bottom here. What somebody did was, I guess at the factory, they connected the wires together in the same terminals, but there's space on there's extra spades on here, so I'll just put it on the fans on their own spade. Okay, that one's hooked up. Now I got to do the other one. Okay, I got the other motor installed. 2 motors installed. See how nice they freewheel like that? I just have to puddle of water over here. Last time when they put equipment on roofs, it weighs the roof down a little bit, just enough for it to be a low spot. And water likes to collect, and it happens to be right around where you got to work, you know. So that's why I like these. This rubber pad is great. It's thick. And it's cushioned. And it's insulating too against the snow and the ice. Okay, that's L2. And I'll put this one on L1. And it's always good to, when you buy a motor, to check the voltage when you get it, because a lot of times counter guys mean well, but they're so busy trying to get everything done, they'll miss the voltage. You'll end up with 110 volt and it'll be 230 volt, and that's happened to me a lot. So it's always good to be extra careful. Just check that little extra. Okay, I gotta address the wires now. It's always good to leave your wires neat too, because eventually the customer's going to look at it. Not every single customer, but it's a reflection on what kind of work you do. He sees you took an extra effort, he'll call you back, and he'll refer you to other people he knows. Okay, so dress the wires up as best we could here. These things sometimes will hit the fan blades, so it's good to get them out of there. Now the wires are nice and neat. The ground wire's hooked up there and it's hooked up here. And I got the wires tied up so they won't go into the fans. And now it's time to fire her up and see what kind of pressures we get. Might need to put a little gas in the system. Okay. Look at that. Just like butter. Let it run for a few minutes, and then I'm going to check the refrigerant charge on it. I got to let it balance out the whole system. I have to go work on that unit now, put a little gas in that. But we'll come back and finish checking this out. Okay, now both of the fans are running good. Everything looks fine. I'm going to put some gas in it. I got it set up. I had to hit tear. It's at 0. And my head pressure is down to 218, which is nice. And it's showing had some bubbles in a few seconds ago. It's showing I need a little bit of gas. Starting to get a little bit of bubbles. Not much. What's happening is the expansion valve's opening and closing a little bit. I might not have to put too much gas in this one. Nice condensation coming back. We set this for a 20-degree evaporator and it's 17.9. And my return line is 58 degrees. Is that right? Condenser line is 92, which is very comfortable. But that's it for these condenser fan motors. Later, guys. Got a B here for a friend. Better keep my mouth closed then.